Hey, what's up, weirdos? Welcome back into Movement Parallels Life. I'm Kellen Milat. I'm happy to be back with you. It's been a minute. Today, I've got a fun and challenging workout that I think you're going to love. This will be a full class, so we're going to start off with a quick warm up, give you the opportunity to check in and see what's going on in your body today. Take as much time in that process as you need. And then we're going to get into 3 different movement series today. 30-second intervals, that's going to be the magic number. And we're going to go through some ground-based movements that are going to give you a great blend of strength, mobility, and cardio. As always, make the modifications to those movements that you need to make. It's going to be more of a intermediate, advanced level workout. We've got a little bit more jumping, some more dynamic movements, so just keep that in mind. But modify it to your needs, take it at your pace. This is your practice. Once we get done with those 3 series, we'll finish up with an easy, slow flow, and then we'll be done. So let's get right into it. We're going to start off. Quick check-in. Let's begin in a side sit position. Start off with your hands posted behind your hips. Feet are going to stay in contact with the floor as you take your knees from side to side. As you go through this motion, try to keep your spine elongated and your breathing relaxed and full. And you can start to tailor the movements by taking your hands off the ground. Expanding the range of motion, starting to lean forward and keep your spine long. Try not to just relax and fall over, but lean forward. Create the stretch with strength. You may be adding this piece of rising up onto your knees. We just put together this easy pattern as a way to give your lower body some dynamic stretches, some good input. You can change this movement, sweeping your back leg forward, switching your figure 4 legs. We get the same switch from hip to hip, just a different way to go through it. Couple more. And then next we'll come into cross-legged sitting position. You lean forward, reach forward, and rise up, and just pulse through that range of motion a few times. One more. And bring your arms up. Sweep them to the sides and then back overhead. Come up overhead. Going to turn to the right, open the arms. Bring the arms up, rotate to the left. One more time. Come back to center. Switch the cross of your legs. Reach forward about 5 times. Arms up overhead. Sweep them down and up. One more time. Up overhead. Rotate to your right. Open. And up, rotate to your left, open the arms, and lift. One more time each side. Come back to center. We'll switch to hands and knees next. Some easy spinal movement, rounding and arching. And start to add a little bit more movement to your comfort level. So starting to add these circles, shifting while you bring these waves into your spine. So we're looking for this well-coordinated articulation of your spine. Can be as simple or as complex as you want. Pause. Extend your legs back. Come to a spinal extension. Again, here, working within your comfort level. Begin to use the strength of your back to initiate the lift, keeping your shoulders drawn back, neck long. And from the strength of your back, then support with the push of the hands. So you're not simply just forcing your body into this position, you're actively opening, then using your arms to deepen the extension. Maybe we'll add one more here. You can open your arms to about 90-degree angles. Lift or bend at one knee, lift and reach across for the floor. Pressing the forearm down into the floor to get a nice active stretch through your chest and shoulder. Hold for a few seconds, go over to the other side. Last one. So again, that's our quick warm up and we'll get on to our movement circuits today. But if you don't feel quite ready yet, now's a good time to press pause and take as much time as you need in this warm up process to get your body prepared for these dynamic movements to come. Otherwise, if you're set, then let's move on to our first movement series. Let me give you an overview of these three movements that we're going to be working with. So starting off with rotational rocking. So you're going to keep this compact position and an easy, smooth rocking action along your spine. And hopefully you can add a little rotation as well. Our second movement, we're going to come to our crawling pass unders. So if we start off in this inverted crawl position, got an opposite hand foot balance, and then I'm going to rotate towards my support arm, coming down to my standard foot hand crawl position, opposite hand foot balance, rotate away from the support arm. We're going to link together those easy pass unders. Change direction, add variety as you see fit. And our third movement to complete the series, standard push-up, variation of your choice. All right. We're going to do 30-second intervals, 3 consecutive rounds. So we're going from one movement to the next. You're going to need to moderate your pace and find those little spaces within each pattern for you to rest without completely checking out. So the goal here is to stay in motion for the duration of the series. Keep your movement quality high, stay focused and intentional, and go at your own pace. Let's get set. Round 1 of 3, starting with rocking. Let's go. You can take this first round to feel these movements out. Don't have to come all out right away. Go ahead, get used to the pattern. Explore what you can do with it. Rock up, crawl, pass unders. Find your stability on opposite hand and foot. Rotate smoothly. Getting things smooth in this first round. And gradually we can up the intensity in rounds 2 and 3. Come to your plank position and into push-ups. Last few seconds, we're gonna flow right back to rotational rocking. Keep that compact position, using the strength of your core to maintain this shape that allows for smooth rocking action. Rock up and into pass unders. Last few seconds, keep moving. Make your transition to push-ups. Last few seconds. Flip over, final round here, back to rocking. Rock up and into pass unders. Last few seconds. Transition to push-ups. And there we go, that's time. All right, good work. Series 1 is complete. We're on to Series 2. While you're finishing up your rest, let me give you an overview look at what we're working with here. So our first pattern is going to be our lateral creep, starting in this low crouch position, reaching hands out to the side, plant, shift weight, and push into the floor so that your feet can shuffle and slide laterally. You might start to come up to standing, lower down, and add a little directional variation to that pattern. Completely up to you, but I always want to encourage you to play. Second pattern, we've got our lunge stance switch. Probably not gonna like me too much for this one. I don't even like myself too much for this one, but we're gonna get through it. So our lunge switch, we're in our lunge stance, stable and balanced, and just making a dynamic switch of the legs, softly stabilizing the lunge position. We've got a little bounce here, finding the rhythm, the pace that's gonna work for you. Then our third movement in the series, rolling get up. Taking my rocking action, using the momentum to come rock up onto your feet and up to standing. I'm going to modify this different ways. What I want you to focus on is smoothly linking the rock up to the stand up smoothly lowering back down to the floor. All right. So we've got our lateral creeping, lunge switch, rolling get-ups. Once again, we're going to go through for 30-second intervals, 3 consecutive rounds. Let's get set and let's go. To our lunge switch. Good work. Onto our rolling get up. Round 2, lateral creeping. Switch lunge. And rolling get ups. Final round, back to lateral creeping. Lunge switch. And rolling get ups. And that's time. One series left to go today while you continue to rest. Let me give you the rundown. So, first movement, we've got inverted crawling. So we're back in this position. Just want you making small movements around your space. If you want to throw in this pass under, it's great. Add a little bit more flow. But here's the pattern. Stay at our inverted crawl. And next up, we've got backwards rolls. Got that rock back and kick overhead. Want to make sure that you're looking down at your shoulder so that as you complete the roll, you're bearing the weight more on the back of the shoulder and lightly on the side of the head. You're not rolling directly over the crown of your head. That's not an easy one, so modify as needed. If it's not there for you yet today, no worries, do what you can, and then check out the description. I'll leave a link to a video where you can practice that in a separate session. And then our last movement to complete the series, got a lateral swing jump. Single leg balance, sinking down into the hip. We've got this very light, springy quality on our single leg. Lean, push, and jump. Grabbing the ground for a moment of single leg stability. We're trying to receive the ground softly with the coordinated action of your ankle, knee, and hip. Receiving like a spring, absorbing and redirecting. All right, so here we go. Final series today. A little bit more skill-based. Want you to stay focused on quality of movement. Get set and crawl. Backwards rolls. Rise up, lateral swing jumps. Round two, lower down and crawl. Backwards roll. Rise up, swing jumps. Final round. Lower down the crawl. Backwards rolls. And swing jumps to finish. And that's time. Good work. All right, so we're through it, and we're just gonna finish up this practice with about a 5-minute slow flow. Start off, we'll come back to this side sit position. Setting your legs up close to 90-degree angles or wherever feels comfortable for you. But I want you to maintain an elongated spine, shoulders drawn back, length and deep breathing. You can start to fold forward, sweep from side to side, twist, and we'll check in on the other side. Same process, just get settled into the position and explore it. Find those angles, those lines of stretch that feel good for your body. Excellent. Next, come to a butterfly sit, soles of the feet together. You can post your hands back behind you. Again, work to keep your spine elongated. We don't want you hunched over here. Adding some movement here, letting your hips hover over the ground. Maybe slide your hips back, extend your legs out. Next, coming into a straddle long sit. Same idea here, keep your spine elongated. You're creating a length through the legs, through your body. And start to add in some leaning. Then bring your legs together. Draw one leg in. So we've got this figure 4 action. Gonna post with one hand and push to half kneeling. Sit back and switch. Alternate from side to side. And next, coming to kneeling. Rotate, plant one hand and reach across your body. Next, coming to a high hip crawl. Elevating your hips, pedaling your feet, swaying. Shift forward and lower your hips to the floor. Spinal extension. Sit your hips back. Reaching the arms forward for a shoulder stretch. You might thread one arm underneath the other and twist, if that's a variation you like. You're going to walk your hands back. I'm going to transition into a deep squat next. And this is where we'll finish the practice today. So adding in some shifting movements. All right, y'all, that's a wrap. Our practice today is complete. Thank you so much for coming through to move with me. If you enjoyed this session, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and check out the links in the description for more movement goodness. I've got a free 10-day course. I've got a premium online platform. I've got a training app with programs, and I even got the link to where you can get your own circular mat. So all things to help support you in growing your own hybrid movement practice. Again, thank you so much for coming through. Take good care of yourself, keep on flowing, and I'll see you in the next practice.